Reporting from the Labour Party conference in Liverpool, the flagship show's presenter interviewed the Shadow Secretary of State for Education and pinpointed to her the state of disorder Jeremy Corbyn's party is currently in. After asking Mrs Rayners questions about Labour's fresh vows to rein in academies and scrap free school, Mr Davis quizzed the political on Labour's Brexit stance, an area which is much more confusing. He said, "You have had plenty of time to think about Brexit as a party, yet today I am still confused about your approach to the potential for another vote on the issue when a deal or no deal is struck." The Shadow Secretary for Education struggled to answer as she claimed she was not at the debate when the issue was discussed. During the behind-closed-doors debate, which aimed at creating a compromise motion for a new Brexit referendum to be considered at the conference today, Shadow Brexit Secretary Sir Keir Starmer said a vote to stay in the European Union was not ruled out. However, Shadow Chancellor John McDonnell made clear his grave reservations about the idea. Mrs Rayners said regarding the outcome of the debate, "I wasn't there because I was at my Education Commission." Angela Rayner has been brutally grilled by BBC Newsnight host Evan Davis. Image, BBC host continued to grill the MP for Ashton_, accusing her of lacking clarity. Image, BBC. What came out from that meeting is that actually, we are not ruling out any options, but the BBC host continued to grill the MP for Ashton_, accusing her of lacking clarity and not giving him a straight answer. Mr Davis said, "You have had over 2 years to work out your approach and we still cannot get a straight answer from Labour on things like free movement and whether it should be put to remain in the EU as an option. It is amazing that there is so little clarity." McDonnell made clear his grave reservations about a referendum to stay in the EU. Image, Getty. Mrs Rayners failed again to give details about her party's policy on free movement, arguing that Diane Abbott did a tremendous speech outlining about fair immigration. She said, "Theresa May quite frankly was dog-whistling saying that Europeans were the problem on migration. Actually Britain is proud of immigration. They just want to a fair system. For me it's about making sure that where we need skills in this country we bring them in." The PM outlined her plans for ending preferential treatment for EU citizens after the split. Image, Getty. In response, the BBC presenter mocked the Labour minister, saying, "I admire your ability on trying to express what the policy is." Mrs Rayners' remarks come the same day the Prime Minister and Home Secretary Sajid Javid outlined their plans for ending preferential treatment for EU citizens after the split. According to reports from the meeting, her proposal would come into force if the Brexit negotiations with the EU go ahead on January 1, 2020.